Hello, 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 and yeah, welcome to another game. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just not feeling up to Magical Star Sign. I know, it's been nearly a month. It'll be over a month when, this weekend's over, actually, but whatever. But yeah, I'm just looking for something a little light, a little straightforward, and something that's just a basic point and click adventure game. And Beyond the Edge of Owlsgard is one of those kinds of games. It's supposed to harken back to 90s sort of point and click adventure games, so I thought, you know what? Let's try it. So let's click in-game. Alright, so we have German, English, French, or Spanish. We'll do this game in English. Is that okay with everybody? Yeah, I think we'll do it in English. Uh-oh. Watch the Toast presents. Creative producer Wayne Jones, aka Slice Toast. Beyond the Edge of Owlsgard. Oh yeah. And the energy drink of choice today is appropriate Bucked Up Energy Rocket Pop. Well, let's see how terrible this is. It's not great, but, you know, it's energy, I guess. So let's start a new game. Okay, so there's classic mode and modern mode. Hidden items are more obvious, sometimes puzzles are more forgiving. Now, I mean, I did grow up on these kinds of games, so I should be able to do classic mode, but I don't want to. Absolutely. A long time ago, in a faraway world, mysterious things were about to happen in the small kingdom of Valenhill. Beyond the Edge of Owlsgard. That's a pretty good, pixel art here. Patrick Mealy, Rebella Chiaramaro, T.J. Anthony, Vincent Follow, Mike Chiporkin. I might know some of the... Well, I don't know any of these people. You guys might. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Secret library. It's on fire.
It is.
Our knowledge lost.
Uh-oh.
Who could have done such a thing?
We tried everything to extinguish those flames. Now we're all doomed.
Doomed. Meredith Nudo. Should wear something.
The ancient scrolls may be destroyed, but still no misfortune will befall us animals. Not tomorrow, and not in 1 year. But the day will come when the survival of all will depend on these irretrievable writings.
Uh-oh. Might just be me. Oh, 500 years later.
Are we there yet? I'm so tired. Pull yourself together.
I do look very tired and very bouncy. Uh-oh.
What is it now?
My wool feels so heavy today.
Oh man, can't you stop whining for 1 second?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I think you've stepped in something there. There are antlers peeping out of your wool.
Whoa! A robot in my wool?
Sears?
Greetings! May I introduce myself? I'm Finn, and I must say, you sheep are a wonderful means of transportation.
So I was carrying you through the entire forest all this time?
Oh, don't worry. We'll put you where you belong.
Thank you. That's not necessary. I'm almost where I want to be. Have a great day, you two cuties! Oh, by the way, I'm just on my way to the Valley of Bellahill. We deer are preparing for our annual Club Moss Festival. Would you like to come along?
Go fry an egg, Roebuck boy!
Oh, too bad. See you around. The valley still looks just like it did back then. Time seems to have stood still here while I was away. By the little forest down in the valley live my parents. How often I used to skip along this well-trodden path. It has become a little wider. Just this turn, I'll be at my parents' home. Oh, I can hardly wait to see them again after all these years. They'll be making eyes for sure.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Something went wrong.
What happened here? My parents' home. It's completely destroyed. Hello? No trace of my family. Oh no, something bad has happened here.
Giant footprints.
Strange footprints.
Well, that's not good.
Something's coming closer. I better hide. It's gone again. What in Hippo's name was that? These tracks must belong to one of those creatures. Surely they lead me to where my family was taken. I must find them.
Chapter 1. A dark secret. Okay. And... oh, a classic thing. Now, first off, could I turn on up the speech? Because I'm having a problem hearing the voices myself. So, take a look at tree.
You have to be a real adrenaline junkie to grow that close to that cliff.
Probably.
I'd probably love to lie among the rocks, if I were Moss.
Probably.
I have always had an ambivalent relationship to this bully of a tree. He has
Oh?
simply spread his roots across the path and made me stumble countless times.
Yeah, I can see that.
Something must have happened here. The soil is still fresh.
Oh, so it's recent. Let's see, I got one gold
The
coin,
last gold coin that's left from the trip here.
a couple of silvers,
Or me.
and a notebook. Need to find out where my family has been taken. Oh, that's nice. good to have a way to check things out.
The sight breaks my heart.
Yeah, Inherit the Earth, Maniac Mansion, Indiana Jones. This is a very classic look.
She was just as tiny as me when I was a fawn. This brave guy has already held countless clotheslines. Nothing in there resembles the former furniture anymore. The beams, the stones of the fireplace, the tables, everything is lying around in there in a gigantic hullabaloo. This cruel thing didn't even stop at Mother's precious porcelain shields!
Not the porcelain
Going
shields.
inside would be life-threatening.
Why? I guess there's only this way. At least there's big arrows telling you where you can and cannot go. Check the path.
It definitely hasn't gotten any smaller over the last few years. There seems to be a small hole between the roots.
Oh.
It definitely has. There seems. I'm not a bull.
Oh. Hello.
Hey, little buddy. Aw, come on. No need to be rude.
Well, there's
The old
some.
trees are sunning themselves a bit over there. The entrance to the Forbidden Forest of the Wolves. My father used to go crazy if I dared to explore the area beyond this gate.
Oh. Open?
The dreaded Forest of the Wolves. The part of this forest where the entire wolf population has been brought to.
Uh-oh.
Strange. The door has been unlocked.
True. I think that's telling me to save. Or it's an autosave indicator.
Something tells me these guys didn't end up here by choice.
Probably.
What?
Uh-oh.
Wait, can we talk about this?
It's never a good idea to blindly walk into the wolves' territory. So, you can die in this game. Good to know. I guess let's head to the out of the forest.
The footprints disappear from here on.
Oh. There's town. Forest where we came from. Ah, we got the coast. Let's check out the coastline.
I don't think anyone will get far with this boat. The wood is brittle from back to front, and it all reminds me more of Swiss cheese than a watercraft.
What's Swiss? Ooh, a grotto. Raccoon with jar. And glowing beetles. Hey.
Greetings.
Shush! I am a rock.
Keep your paws off those mind-expanding mushrooms.
Keep your paws off those mind-expanding mushrooms.
No, you don't understand. That's my strategy.
Huh?
I've been trying to get my hands on one of these glowing bugs for 3 days now. But these little animals are so terribly shy. If I stay here long enough and don't move, they might think that I am a rock. As soon as one of the bugs crawls on me, I strike.
Oh, great. Did it work already?
Oh, great. Did it work already?
Unfortunately not. But my time will come. Maybe even tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. Or the day after.
You'll achieve great things one day, my friend.
Yeah, I'm glad Roebuck is a very positive person. Oh, what's going on here?
Can you tell me what's going on here?
The animals in the town are making a huge fuss. Everyone is running around all panicky because of some weird mass hysteria. The wolves are on the move again, they say. The evil wolves destroy our trees and houses, they say. But I say, calm down, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Did 2 deer pass by chance?
Did 2 deer pass by here by chance?
I have seen nothing. Why?
My parents disappeared recently. Something bad has happened.
Oh, my, I'll keep my eyes open for you, all right?
Oh, thanks. Know anything about the wolves?
Do you know anything about the wolves?
In Hippo's name. Come on! Wolves here, wolves there, wolves everywhere! I just can't take hearing this any longer! Not even a single hen I know is chickening up as much as the townsfolk. To be honest, I myself couldn't care less about the wolves. I've never even seen one, and that's a good thing. Ever thought that maybe the king himself is behind all these incidents?
Oh. Is this going to be an incursion into creepy conspiracy theories?
Is this going to be an excursion into creepy conspiracy theories?
What happened to my body?
So many things that we do not know. Educate yourself a bit, but not only with officially approved scrolls. Those in power would have enough reasons to make us more docile with an artificial mass hysteria. And how do I know the king isn't perhaps a world-destroying, floating tuna cream monster? After all, I myself have not yet seen him with my own eyes.
Well, this isn't my area of expertise.
This is not my area of expertise.
Would you like to go somewhere safer?
Wouldn't you rather go somewhere safe?
Why should I? Then I would be doing exactly what those who are behind all this want.
I guess so. We can talk about other stuff.
Let's talk about other things.
Can I have your jar?
Can I have your jar?
I'm sorry, but that jar is extremely important to me.
Anything happen?
Well, has anything happened yet?
I think this one bug has already moved an inch in my direction. Oh, soon the time will come.
I'm out.
I'm leaving.
All right, but be a little quieter.
Someone must have lived here a long time ago and left all his clutter here. What strange little creatures. I think they're very rare. These beetles make every firefly green with envy.
It's more of a yellow-green, but sure.
An enormous pile of rocks and dirt. It's certainly not lying around here by accident. Bullock the ferryman lives here. A source of warmth on cold winter days. This is probably the most valuable piece of the Spartan interior. I'd love to see how Bullock gets to those compartments. I can see the entire coast from here. Bullock the ferryman.
Hi.
What's that noise? Get off my ship, boy. And please, take your weird twin over there with you.
I think he's a little hungover. I'm Finn. You're the ferryman here, right?
I'm Finn. You're the ferryman here, right?
That's right. I am Bolek. Bolek the ferryman. A seal of action and adventure at sea.
That's great. How much is a ride?
That's great. How much is a ride?
Oh, slow down, kid. Let me think a sec. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My ferry service is closed for an indefinite amount of time. The sea is too unpredictable at the moment, even for a more than competent sea dog like me.
Oh. Either you or your boat look like that.
But Neither you nor your boat looks like that.
What do you mean?
Your boat's all messed up and stuck in the sand. Probably as deep as you looked into your meat glass.
You're right. But trust me, I know the surrounding seas as thoroughly as my midriff bulge. However, at the moment, things are looking pretty bleak around here. What else can I do but get drunk like there's no tomorrow?
Right. Yeah, let's change
Let's
subjects.
talk about something else.
What ship?
Huh? What ship?
You're cracking me up, kid. Can't you smell the salty air of the high seas as it passes through the walls of my faithful SS Warmbite?
All I can smell is a distinct whiff of booze.
All I smell here is a distinct whiff of booze.
Watch your blabbering mouth, kid. Since I can't get dazed by the beauty of the open sea, I'll just have to make do another way. But wait a second. If I'm not at sea, this awful swaying must be caused by something else. It must be the mattress. Oh, if I get my fins on the rascal who sold me this cursed mattress here.
What are you talking about?
Can't you see how mercilessly it spins and rocks this poor old sailor around? Oh no, here we go again.
Right. Must have some great stories.
You must have some great sea dog stories.
Sure. Let me tell you the story that makes even the most hardened sailors tremble to this day.
Great.
Great! Tell me!
About 30 years ago, I signed up for a journey on board the SS Rubber Duck. We were a small crew in search of an ancient treasure chest hidden somewhere in an unmapped area of the sea. One day, we came across an island in said area. Thinking that nothing could go wrong, we went ashore. However, since the day we started planning the journey, sailors began warning us about the ominous bleating that is said to be heard there occasionally. We
Bleating?
also heard it when we went ashore. Bah, bah, a harbinger of great danger, they said. We ignored it, and after a few hours, we found said treasure chest in a hidden cave. When we returned to our ship, we suddenly recognized the disaster we had gotten ourselves into. Thousands of giant sheep with soaked wool waited for us on the shore.
Uh-oh.
The sea level was at least 5 meters lower than usual, and the keel of the ship was on dry land.
Ah!
There was no doubt that these sheep were the legendary sponge sheep.
Seriously?
Until then, we thought it was just a fairy tale, told by sailors during long nights in the tavern. But here, they turned out to be a horrifying reality. These cursed sheep were able to soak up large parts of the ocean with their wool. How else do you think the tides are created?
What unbelievable nonsense!
Quiet. Those beasts threatened to send their biggest sheep with the thickest and most plentiful wool into the water as well, if we didn't leave the treasure on the island. To prevent an ecological disaster, we obeyed their order and made a run for it. To this day, every one of my crewmates is haunted by terrible nightmares in which the sponge sheep return and simply drain the water from under the ship's keel.
Nice story, but you need to work on the plot structure and character development.
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Stay safe, kid. These are stormy times.
Seems so. You know, I am curious. What does SS mean on a ship? Yes. Screw steamer. Historically prefixes for civilian vessels Identified vessel's mode of propulsion as MV motor vehicle, SS screw steamer, often cited as steamship, or PS paddle steamer. Okay. Interesting. So, considering the medieval look, that would be an anachronism. I mean, HMS makes sense. It's His Majesty's ship, but yeah, SS.
I haven't wandered through those gates in ages.
Yeah.
Why is there a crowd gathering?
Uh-oh.
Behold, the king's ambassador is nearing.
Hi. Uh-oh.
Dear townsfolk, I,
Yep.
as the ambassador of our king, bring you good news in these dark days.
Yay!
As we all observed in horror, the wolves have returned to our territory. A terrible incident that we have been trying to prevent since the establishment of the Wolf District. But this wave of destruction and kidnapping of helpless fellow animals will come to an end. The king has come up with a plan to make the Wolf District escape-proof in the future. Tomorrow, he will arrive here and let this plan be put into action.
Finally, this nightmare has come to an end.
This was the good news I was told. I will now rest at the inn and then visit the neighboring towns.
Hooray for the king!
The wolves are responsible for this?
Yeah, I'm a little incredulous on that too. In fact, it looks like they're just being used as a scapegoat, and also their current situation seems to be very familiar to Native American reservations.
Morning!
I wish you an absolutely tremendous morning, my friend from the forest.
Well, it could be better.
Yeah. Strange things are going on here.
Strange things are going on here.
All right, you can feel on your whole body just how tense the mood here is right now. Even my fleas are hopping around much more nervously than usual. Ouch! That was Olga. That old cow is the worst of the bunch right now.
Do you think the wolves are behind all this?
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
I must admit that I've met a wolf only twice in my life. Consequently, I can only comment on them to a limited extent from my own experience. But I think that the old stories about their cruelty already speak for themselves. However, their approach is really peculiar. Yesterday, when I went into the woods to my old favorite pasture to do some, business, I found there, to my horror, only a broken tree stump with strange metal parts sticking out of it. I could only express my deep sorrow for this with the loudest, most heart-wrenching yelp that I ever made in my dog's life. How could the wolves do such a thing? And above all, what do they want to achieve with it?
So you didn't see the wolf, you just saw wreckage. What do you think of the king's plans?
What do you think of the king's plans?
Our king is a good man who has always impressed me. I'm sure he will somehow straighten out the situation with the wolves. After all, his father, great-grandfather, and great-great-grandfather managed to do this as well.
Hey, have you seen two other roe deer?
Have you seen two deer? My parents disappeared without a trace during one of these alleged attacks.
That's terrible. Unfortunately, I have seen nothing. But I will keep my eyes, ears, and especially my nostrils open.
Alright, I guess we can talk about something else.
Let's talk about something else.
What can I buy?
What can I buy here?
For just
Hey,
one
Mark.
gold coin, I can pick up any trail for you. Bring me something whose smell I can sniff, and bada boom, bada woof, I'll pick up the scent and find whatever it is you're looking for.
Useful. I'll come back when I have something.
Ah, useful. I'll come back when I have something.
So be it.
I'll smell you later.
I have an open nostril for you at all times. But better stay in town. You never know.
Right.
We must have seen many generations.
Okay, close the
Can't
fountain?
close it.
Okay.
Ferrets are known to hoard and sell all sorts of junk.
Nice.
He seems to have a good nose for business.
Good day. Greetings. What you see in front of you is my small but fine general merchandise stand.
Cool. Can you tell me what's going on?
Can you tell me what's going on here?
That's not hard to see, is it? The wolves are on the loose. Total state of emergency.
Well, my family has been a victim of these attacks.
My family has also been a victim of these attacks.
What? For Hippo's sake, how terrible! Can you be helped in any way? Are you injured?
No, I was too late and only saw what was left of our home.
Oh, maybe you need an extra cuddly soft handkerchief to dry your tears with. By the way, 2 packs are now available for the price of 1.
Thank you. I'll pass.
As soon as the king arrives here with his troops, these wolves will be brought to justice. I'm sure that your family will then return safely.
Uh-huh. Do you think the wolves really are behind all this?
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
Well, I have to say that I don't really know much about the wolves, but they are pretty bad guys with bad manners and certainly get angry easily. I think I'd like them a little better if they'd buy a few stress balls from me now and then instead of wreaking such a havoc here.
I mean, stress balls can be good. I wonder if the king really is going to get a handle on things here.
I wonder if the king is really going to get a handle on things here.
Sure, let them go ahead and heighten the walls around the wolves' area. On the other hand, the situation is actually not so bad for myself. The more animals remain in the city, the more interested eyes glance over my my goods.
Yes. Let's...
Subject change.
Yep. I'm out.
I'll be on my way.
Cheer up, buddy. I promise, things will brighten up soon.
Can't talk to any of these foreground people.
I wonder who might live there.
Good question.
I wonder who might live there. What a turmoil up there.
Let's get drunk. Wow, things are really hopping.
Hello there.
Greetings, my friend.
Have you seen Deer Family?
Have you seen a deer family?
I'm sorry, dude, but I haven't. It was those darn wolves again, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
It seems like more animals are disappearing by the hour. We can only hope things will be resolved when the king intervenes.
What do you think of the wolves?
What do you think of the wolves?
What? Wolves? Where? Help!
Easy. I just wanted to ask.
Please, don't scare me like that.
I can tell you don't seem to trust them very much.
It took me 2 days to gather the courage to go outside again. Like any smart hedgehog, I had holed up in my house and lain in the corner of my room, curled up into a spiky ball. After all, the wolves could be anywhere.
Oh, come on.
Also, this morning I heard something scratch at my window. I immediately knew that this could only be the terrible claws of a wolf.
Oh no. Did you get help?
It was just a branch, but my hedgehog sense tells me that next time it may be a wolf. It wouldn't surprise me if those guys are walking around the houses at this very moment to seek out their next meal among us. As soon as the concert is over, I will immediately hole up in my house again. It's way too dangerous out here.
You seem awfully scared of them.
You seem awfully scared of them.
Of course! Hasn't anyone ever told you those old stories about them? Terrible stories about what those guys do to their victims? How they show no mercy once they get you? How their teeth shatter every bone of their victim into millions of bloody pieces just by touching them? How they grab your neck and wring it as if it's an old washcloth?
apparently not the R-rated versions.
Those are much worse.
Oh, okay. Do you honestly think the wolves are behind all this?
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
What do you mean by that? What other animal could create such havoc?
That's a very, very good question.
Okay, listen. I appreciate someone like you who thinks ahead and looks for other causes. But
Thanks.
listen to me. My great-great-grandmother taught me one thing. When there is destruction and death, only the wolves can be behind it. And in that case, we have no choice but to act immediately.
Yeah, no, the art style is great. And actually looking at the hedgehog here, yeah, I think I saw a total conversion of Wolfenstein 3D, like Attack of the Wool Balls or something, that I'm guessing this team did earlier. Yeah, enough of this.
Enough of this.
Will the king make it alright?
Will the king make it all right?
You bet. I have complete confidence in him. If he deals with the wolves just as thoughtfully as his father did, everything will soon be back on track. The bards will surely dedicate many songs to our king afterwards. But hopefully not mainstreamy stuff like that over there. There should be more semitone scales.
Oh, okay. And yeah, no, the foxes and all the characters are really well designed. Yeah, music's alright.
The music's all right, isn't it?
Yes, it's quite nice. But it's also kind of mainstream. The songs are catchy, but the chord progressions are a bit predictable and quite overused nowadays. They only use power chords in every song. I like it a bit more alternative.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, tell me more.
Tell me more.
I know a hedgehog band that is totally my jam.
Oh, hedgehogs. I heard that the noise of their spikes scratching on their instruments is almost unbearable live.
Yes, but they do that on purpose, and it's called a stylistic element. Sometimes the scratching gets so loud that you can't even hear the rest of the instruments. And often, the amount of scratching even reaches more than 200 scratches per minute.
I think I heard something about that once. My great-grandfather couldn't stand that style of music at all. He liked more melodic choruses with punchy deer roar.
I believe you. Older folks can't stand music like this. But every genre has to evolve at some point, doesn't it? Where would we be if we only rehashed the old stuff?
Well, I'm more of a nostalgic person. I don't mind that so much.
Oh, and by the way, let me tell you about this. Groups of howler monkeys and pistol shrimps are currently forming new bands a few towns from here. And it sounds so rad. The hottest dung ever, according to some connoisseur circles.
Rad. I'll remember that.
Interesting. I had a band once, too.
I had a band once too. Me on the lute, a peacock on the vocals, and a giant hamster on the drums. But
Nice.
soon that hamster had crammed so much junk into the rehearsal room that we had no space left to practice.
Aw.
Occasionally, even pieces of our equipment had disappeared into his cheeks.
Uh-oh.
One day, it was clear to us. We had to kick him out.
That sucks.
To move.
To move on to another topic.
I'm out.
I'll be on my way.
Stay vigilant.
Okay, that's the ambassador.
Nice to see animals still going to concerts in this age of house music.
Yeah,
Nice. I wonder how much mead was spilled on it throughout the years.
probably a lot.
Tasty.
Hey, slow down, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I don't need your mead.
Oi, that meat is mine.
Oh, sorry, Master Beaver. Actually, I don't need your mead. Hedgehogs. A nightmare during every pogo. He seems to be suppressing his fear quite well. The mead certainly does the trick. So, does the mead taste good?
It at least makes everything a bit more bearable.
Well, you seem quite exuberant.
You seem quite exuberant.
Let's just say I'm slowly coming to terms with the current situation. For now. And by the way, this isn't my first meat either. Want me to buy you one?
Thanks,
Yeah.
but I need a clear head right now.
Oh. Yeah, music is quite nice,
The
right?
music is quite nice, isn't it?
I'm really glad that, despite everything, a certain normality is still being retained here. And to be honest, I'm only here to throw my legs back and forth. You know, to shake off all the overwhelming anxiety. But I'm already dreading the moment when the music is over and the worrying starts again.
Ah. What's going on?
Can you tell me what's going on right now?
I wish I could. At the moment, I feel reminded of those long-gone times that my great-great-grandfather used to tell me about. Those dangerous times when the wolves still lived and hunted freely among us. It was a real blessing for us that the wolves were eventually driven back into their closed-off territory.
Well, my family's missing.
My family is missing.
No, how awful! What happened?
They came from my parents' house. Everyone is gone.
At the moment, no one is really safe anymore.
Did you happen to see two deer? About my size, a little older, graying fur?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but no. But I'll keep all of my paws crossed that nothing bad has happened to them.
Well, thanks. Think the king can can handle
Do
this?
you think the king can handle this?
Oh, you know, I can't really form an opinion on that. Regarding the tension with the wolves, the royal family has only been doing, let's say, damage control in the last few centuries. Sometimes I wonder if diplomatic negotiations with the wolves might be possible. But the wolves seem to be nasty, unpredictable guys. And that's why such a proposal would certainly cause an outcry among many animals.
Well, I mean, I think the wolves are just angry that they've been cornered into what's probably not great land. So they don't seem to be too fond of the wolves either.
So you don't seem to be too fond of the wolves either.
When I was little, I was downright obsessed with the culture and lifestyle of the wolves. I
Nice.
pestered my great-grandfather with countless questions, and he could answer each of them with a true horror story. One thing he told me is that any form of art is completely unknown to wolves. Not a single pencil or brush could ever be held by one of their massive paws, solely because they are only shaped for grabbing and crushing our necks.
Sounds unpleasant.
The only thing they'd ever call art are the deep red blood puddles that their victims leave on the ground.
That must have spoiled your curiosity, huh?
Pretty much. Actually, I'd like to visit the wolves area one day and be convinced of the opposite. But surely there's a reason why these old stories exist.
Move on.
To move on to another topic.
Gotta go.
It was nice chatting. I gotta go.
It's best to stay in town until things get back to normal.
Right.
Not bad. This nice rhythm helps me to not go completely crazy right now. Otherwise, my state of mind feels more similar to a mosh pit. Isn't that one of those bands? Paw Jam or something?
You're definitely working on a mosh pit there. Hi.
Woohoo! Yeah! Awesome! I hope that's how you do it nowadays. Looks exhausted.
I'd imagine.
Hey, can I interrupt you?
Go ahead, go ahead.
See a deer family on the way?
Did you see a deer family on the way?
I am so sorry, but no.
Didn't you perhaps notice something after all? It's two deer anywhere?
As you may have been able to tell, my head is almost bursting with instructions from the king. Thus, I am simply not able to help you look for your parents. Phew! As you can see, it is downright exhausting to be as important as me.
Uh-huh. How's work?
How was work?
I'll tell you, it's extremely occupying. Leisure time is increasingly becoming a foreign word to me, but it fills me with the deepest pride to be the most important stork with the biggest beak in the land. What sound, other than the one of my voice, would be better suited to instantly reach the ears of every animal?
Tinnitus? Your voice is really nice.
Your voice is really beautiful.
I beg of you, do not exaggerate with these words of praise.
How will the king proceed?
How will the king proceed with his plan?
Oh, Oh, our great king has come up with a whole lot of great things. I was informed that the rock walls around the wolves area will be raised, by several meters to be exact. These walls will be guarded around the clock by a specially trained fighting force of merciless gray squirrels. Traps will be set and watchtowers will be built. In addition, the entrance gates to that area will be secured by 50 separate locking mechanisms.
Uh-huh. Honestly, it sounds kind of awful.
Honestly, it sounds absolutely awful. Is there another way to handle this?
You are absolutely right. I myself am downright appalled by the king's decision.
Oh?
The measures should be much more drastic. Our king is too kind with those ruffians. If I were in charge, I would take all the actions to give the wolves the good old-fashioned beating they deserve. Then there would finally be peace.
Ah, I see.
Well, what kind of traps are we talking about?
What kind of traps are we talking about?
Currently, hundreds of singing bard parrots are being trained to reach certain pitches that are absolutely unbearable for wolf ears. These parrots will then be placed at strategically selected points in the forest, where they will sing like there's no tomorrow. If this tactic doesn't work, we'll resort to harsher measures.
Wait a minute. You don't mean...
Yes, I do! The most beautiful poker hits from all over Velahill.
But this method was only used for war purposes.
Indeed, but great dangers require drastic measures.
Yeah, polka isn't too bad. Of course, you know, I'm one of those people that likes the bagpipes, and some people think that's terrible. Change the subject.
Change the subject, please.
Why would the wolves attack us again?
Why would the wolves attack us again?
I beg your pardon? What a question! They are wolves, after all.
But there have been no attacks for a long time.
Those
Yeah.
ruffians are simply unpredictable.
I don't know if this is the right approach.
Well, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Trust in the king.
I don't need it. No. Nothing in there resembles the former furniture anymore. The beams, the stone... This cruel thing... This sight breaks my heart. No.
Okay, I was hoping maybe I could get something...
These rocks here like to lie around lazily in the shade. It supports the entire front side of the hut. Everything remains stable. Everything remains stable.
Oh.
Pretty! There's a little shell. What a beauty!
Can I open it?
I really think it'd be a lot prettier if there was a shiny pearl inside of it. Oh, there's actually one in there! What a coincidence.
Yay!
How it gleams. I don't think anyone will get far with this boat. The wood is brittle from back to front, and it all reminds me more of Swiss cheese than a...
Maybe this will help?
Oh, how cute. You found it yourself? Unfortunately, I'm too busy to deal with your jewelry right now.
Too big.
Uh-huh.
So that's the reason why these fat beetles feel so comfortable here. They like to snack on the leaves of this plant. The plant is rooted deeply into the ground of the cave. I only took some of the sticky leaves. They definitely like the leaves, but I guess I'm still too close to them.
Okay.
Ever tried this?
Thank you, but I prefer to stay true to my own strategy.
Right.
It's me again.
Nice, but shush.
I'm leaving.
All right.
Good day.
Greetings! What you see in front of you is my small but fine general merchandise stand.
What do you have to offer?
What do you have to offer?
I knew you'd ask. Look and be amazed. Here we have... Wait, what do I actually have here? A half-finished mended sock, an old toothbrush, a green heap with various mushroom crops on it. Ugh, this was the chocolate croissant from the previous year. Here we have something. These unspeakably fashionable knitted scarves, and of course, the one thing that everyone has a burning desire for. Torches. I came up with that joke myself.
Ugh. I, expected a bit more.
At least I offer quality. When will you find scarves as warm as these?
It's high summer.
Well, the torch does seem useful.
That torch seems useful.
I knew just by looking at you that you would choose this high-quality torch. Only 2 silver coins.
Great. I've got that much.
It is yours. Something to light the fire is included.
Nice. I guess I'll be on my way.
Be on my way.
Cheer up, buddy. I promise, things will brighten up soon.
It provides cool refreshment for the animals on hot days. If only the sparrows wouldn't leave their business in there.
Ugh.
Someone left a thing there on the brim.
Oh,
A piece of soap.
interesting.
Still looks the same as back in the day. Makes me feel almost nostalgic. And if someone wants to drink from that fountain and finds that? And if someone wants to...
Okay.
I don't think that will do any good. Don't think that would noticeably improve the condition of the house.
Probably not. Maybe we'll clean it.
Think that would... They belong to that plant that those glowing bugs love to snack from. This brave guy... Hey, little buddy. Aw, come on. No need to be rude. With a single bloob, it would sink into the swamp. I don't want to disturb the tree with that. The old trees are sunning them. The trees don't look too fresh. Huh? Ah!
Okay. Still not a good idea to go in there.
Get on the torch, little bug. He looks unimpressed. If he climbed on the torch, I'd have some kind of lantern with the beetle as the light. The leaves stick to the wood quite nicely.
Okay. Yay!
He couldn't resist the leaves.
Hey, that doesn't count.
I just like to make things a little easier for myself. It's me again.
Nice, but shush.
Can I have your jar?
I'm sorry, but that jar is extremely important to me.
I'm leaving.
All right, but be up. I'm sorry, but I'm not the least bit interested in that right now.
Okay, can't go further in there.
My little friend chews happily on the leaves.
Maybe I can use this to explore the house?
I don't think that will do it. The site breaks. It would collapse at the slightest touch. It would collapse. Morning.
I wish you an absolute...
Well, what can I buy here?
For just one gold coin, I can pick up any trail for you. Bring me something, I'll...
What's that to be useful for?
What's that supposed to be useful for?
What? Do you not like my offer?
Oh, no, I just meant...
Oh no!
No puppy eyes!
Ah!
Stop it!
All right.
What can I buy?
Or just bring me out.
Ah, you...
So,
Smell you later.
I haven't opened up, but better stay at... This is exactly the price I charge for my services. Only I'm missing a cent. I could pick up for you.
Oh, that's right. Nice to see animals still going to They'd rather listen to the music than my voice. I guess this is where they keep costumes for all the festivities.
Interesting.
It may look incredibly uncomfortable, but it's also unspeakably ugly. The spikes also sting like crazy.
Oh.
I like green.
Mm-hmm.
A bit bit too big and not really my taste either. Let's see if it fits. A bit too big and not really my taste either. All that aside, it doesn't do me any good here. Then I'll squeeze into this thing against my will. Ouch! Spikes sting like crazy! Not only that, it also makes me look like a complete idiot. Let's get it off. It doesn't help me here.
But I have an idea of where it will help me.
Then I'll squeeze into this thing against my will. Ouch! Spikes sting like crazy!
Yay!
This moron has torn my whole costume! This place is all bolted and barred. I'll never get in there. The trees don't look too friendly in this part of the forest. The cold, impassable rocks surround the entire wolf territory. Typical wolf architecture. Even though I used to sneak around here a lot as a kid, I never dared go near the houses. I can't open it. I'll never get in there. Thank you. I'll pass. This place is... I'll never get in.
Okay, so... managed to get by that, but... Alright, and it looks like that's free sailing for now.
Hey, little fellow! Look what I've got here! This sounds uninterested.
You found something really precious, but I hope I don't offend you when I say that I can only take cash.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Go ahead, go ahead.
How was work?
I'll tell you, but it what's...
Tinnitus?
Tinnitus?
Ha ha! I'm about to choke on my mead.
I gotta go.
Trust in the king!
They prefer to take their payment in the form of jingling coins.
Oh, very cute game, absolutely.
I don't think I need another costume. Fancy jewelry and all sorts of shiny things in the Valley of the Magpies nearby. While I have no interest in these things, the Magpies are not averse to gossip, as I know. Maybe they have seen something.
Ah! We've unlocked something! Ugh.
do that, I first have to climb the rock. The busy guard walks back and forth. You announce your presence with it.
A stranger wishes to be granted an audience.
Yep.
Moment, please.
Oh boy.
Who dares to disturb me? Ooh, now that's one handsome visitor. I don't see you deer around here very often.
Oh, stop. Always makes me blush.
Oh, stop. This always makes me blush.
We should meet for coffee and grains sometime. Your treat, of course.
To be
Of
honest,
course.
That's not why I'm here.
Aww, what a pity. Then surely you want to see all the shining riches we magpies have piled up.
No, not that either.
Oh, what?
How dare you!
What could possibly be more important than these wonderful treasures?
Can I borrow some money? Yeah, seems so, Mark. Something bad's happened to my family.
Something bad has happened to my family.
A little more specific, please.
My parents have disappeared without a trace, and I'm looking for them everywhere. Have you magpies seen anything?
We have certainly noticed that quite a few animals have been kidnapped recently. I hate to cause frown lines on your handsome face, but unfortunately we didn't see anything.
You have any guesses?
Do you have any guesses?
Well, rumor has it that the wolves may have something to do with it. But let's be honest, it has become quite popular to declare wolves as scapegoats for every disaster. The
True.
wolves may be a peculiar pack.
A quite uneducated and illiterate bunch.
Shut up over there! But I must say that in all these years, we magpies have never had any conflicts with them. In fact, I would say that something else is going on here, but I have not dealt with it in more detail. I have other things to do. After all, my magnificent gold coins don't polish themselves.
Oh, could you help me?
I wonder if you could help me.
You are really going out on a limb there.
I must apologize. I have a lot to do right now. Around this time of day, I'm usually busy feasting my eyes on those shiny, shiny treasures.
You're kidding, right?
Are you sure you don't want to take a look yourself? The sparkle of our jewelry is sure to take your mind off things until your parents return.
What did I actually expect here?
Let's talk about something nicer.
Let's talk about something nicer.
What's the sitch?
What's the situation here?
We magpies cannot complain at all. Honestly, I don't understand why the town animals are making such a fuss at the moment. You can see by looking at us that nothing bad will happen to you if you just keep quiet and stay calm. But the town animals have always been like that. They should count their gold coins more often. It always
Can I borrow some cash?
Could I borrow some money here? Surely you've got enough and can lend a poor fellow like me a hand.
Do my ears deceive me?
Excuse me? Do I look like I can just throw money out the window?
Alright, I understand.
Alright, I understand.
Everyone must learn to take care of themselves. Even a humble animal like me had to learn early on that, in order to get ahead in life, you need to put in the effort yourself. Imagine that. From an early age, I had to get by with only 1 million gold coins.
Commentary. Well, gotta go.
Time is of the essence. I've gotta go.
Sure you don't want to take a peek at our glittering treasures after all?
I'll pass. Thank you.
Oh, typical forest animal.
Oh boy. These magpies are just the little egocentrics I always thought they were.
Hmm.
I wonder how many shiny things have already disappeared into these little houses.
Yeah.
Good day, dear magpie.
I am only on guard duty here. If you have something important to say, to ring the bell and let your voice be heard.
What's guard duty like?
What is the guard duty like?
Oh, please spare me your chatter.
All right.
Rather loud speaking tube. Can I borrow it?
Rather loud speaking tube. Can I have it?
No, never.
This thing could prove to be quite useful.
Doing that would endanger my job as a guard. You can get that idea out of your head.
Can I exchange the tube for something?
Can I exchange the speaking tube for something? Anything fancy you might like?
No.
Haha! You considered it for a moment.
No, not at all.
I won't bother you any further.
Thank you.
I wonder how many shiny... I wonder how many... I don't want to provoke the magpie's anger. Hey, look!
Ooh. Now, what is that?
No, nothing at all. Just a darn lovely pearl.
Ooh. Please, show it to me. Oh, what a magnificent pearl. Can I have it?
Sorry, no touchy, dear magpie.
Oh, come on.
Can I have your speaking tube in return?
That is absolutely out of the question.
His greedy magpie gaze literally pierces through my pockets.
One moment, please. Hello again, you handsome forest dweller.
Aha! Gotta go.
Time is of the essence. I've gotta go.
Sure you don't want to take a peek at our glittering treasures after all?
I'll pass. Thank you.
Oh, typical forest animal. And you, my god, come back here.
Of course, my dear queen. Huh? My beloved speaking trumpet is gone! Well, I guess I'll have to continue my guard duty without it then.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, here's the speaking tube.
Aha!
Make quite some noise with this.
Let's see here.
Now is not the time to be vocal. Now is not the time to be vocal.
Hmm.
Now is not the time to be vocal. Now is not the time to be... Only sailor's junk. Locked, but that's fine with me. A source of warmth on... Besides ashes, I won't find anything in there. Now is not the time to be vocal.
Quite a helpful tool for an average citizen who intends to proclaim his words. Unfortunately, not everyone has a powerful voice like mine. A powerful voice that knows how to bring delight to everyone's ears. A voice graceful and smooth, like warm butter that flows around in a gleaming pan.
Yuck!
Maybe I can use it to be like, hello?
Now is not the time to be... Now is... Now is not the...
Admittedly, it's relatively early in all of that, but I have had a bit of a day. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it early. I might continue on tomorrow. If I do, it'll be more like noonish. But yeah, no, this is definitely fun. Maybe I should look into, you know, what this game is, and maybe that'll help me get further on. But for the moment, yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, thanks for dropping by, and take care of yourselves, too.